What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. Wow. So your mans, or your female mans, your fee-mans, Clarissa Shields took a big L in her MMA career at the weekend or last night. Yeah, her wig went back on the judges' scorecards. However, I watched the fight and I can't lie to you, it was a bit of a whopper of a fight. It reminded me, not as bad as, to be fair, because James Toney, he got it wrong. Yeah? Was it Randy Couture? Either way, some next MMA bulldog looking ass dude. One of them typical MMA skinhead pubhead. I call them pubheads, yeah? Pubheads are dons who are bald and they're bulbous. In fact, Dana White, Joe Rogan, they're the kind of dons I call pubheads, yeah? Obviously, James Toney got moshed by some next pubhead. And, but this wasn't as bad as that, in as much as fair play to Clarissa Shields. It went the distance. She didn't get fully murked like James Toney. But I will say that this was a bit leave it. Fair enough, yeah? When James Toney got moshed by some next Randy Couture looking ass, some next Joe Rogan pubhead, yeah? Loves being in the pubs. One of them ones. When that happened, I respected that. Why? Because guess what? James Toney was a fish out of water. And when a fish is out of water, guess what happens to them? They get run over. They get stopped. You can't knock that. When a man comes into your domain and you stop him, that is what it is. I can respect that. I respected Randy Couture, pubhead looking ass. Yeah? For moshing James Toney. But this happened. Clarissa Shields went into this chick's. To be fair though, I guess you could argue that this isn't the premier person. But either way, Clarissa Shields fought some next chick in MMA. She lost on the cards, but I can't lie to you, I wasn't that impressed. It was a bit leave it, truth be known. When you look at the performance really weren't all that. In fact, I think she got moshed. She get moshed? In fact, no, she did get moshed. She got moshed. I mean, the chick at the end was giving Clarissa Shields some ground and pound. And maybe, who knows, maybe another minute later or 2 minutes later, maybe she could have got the stoppage. But my point is, Clarissa Shields being brand new, I think Clarissa Shields had better ground defence than your man Conor McTapper, who's been doing it 10 years. 20 years he's been doing it. Clarissa Shields, she was alright. Now, although at the end it was nice to see her humbled, you best believe she was humbled. Her head was in her hands, she was down bad. And this really is a lesson to people. I know women's MMA can look weak sometimes, but the point is, you ain't got no business there. Although Clarissa Shields herself has said the only reason she went over there was because guess what? She needs the coins. And boxing ain't paying no coins right now for women's. Because to be fair, there's no good fights, is there? Who is there to fight right now? No one. But so she went into MMA, she thought there was something sweet there, and she found out promptly there ain't nothing sweet in MMA. And nothing sweet. Yeah? She found the hard way. Took a big L. So maybe, listen, obviously my dog, the JP, Jake Paul, he came out after this loss and was roasting her. Yeah? My dog, the JP, he hopped on Clarissa Shields and give her a quick ride on social media for losing, but what can you say? Yeah, what we know is the JP found a way to win. Now, Clarissa, the alleged GWOAT, she says she's a great and she always finds a way to win. Oops. Because I'm not being funny, but she could have committed a bit more, I feel. She was scary to get taken down. Yeah, in my opinion, obviously I'm a pro MMA analyst. If I was her, I'd have my knees bent, yeah. And when that chick come running in, whip a quick uppercut in there. Obviously I'm 100. Obviously, you man know I be 200 IQ, and obviously it's easier for me to explain it than it is for it to be done. But bottom line is, she got. Yeah, she ended up on the floor, ground and pounded, and where were the hands at? Where was the ambition? She was too scary to get hit. Shields was. She was too scary to get taken down, and she got taken down anyway. So the moral of the story is here, people. Don't play MMA. Don't play rolling on the floor. Told you before, boxing is the real game. And I guess you could argue it's a shame that women's boxing is down bad, or women's boxing isn't as popular as women's MMA. But listen, it is what it is. Clarissa, stick to what you're doing, because from what I'm hearing, Savannah Marshall, she's sweet for you. Yeah? So well and good you playing these UFC games, or these fake UFC games, these knockoff moody UFC games. But listen, Savannah Marshall, she wants you bad. She rock hard for you. Well, she not rock hard, but she wet for you. How about that? Yeah, she wet for you, 100%. She not rock hard, she wet. Yeah, Savannah Marshall, she wet for you right now. All the way wet she is. She leaking for you. She leaking at the thought of you right now. Yeah, no doubt. So what you need to do is fix up, dust yourself off. Obviously, like I said, the JP, he getting off all over you right now. Yeah, you best listen, Clarissa. You best stay off social media, because my dog, the JP, he on you right now. Yeah, he on you like a dog. He doing you like a dog in heat. He riding you all the way. And rightfully so, because you said you was the GOAT. You say you always find a way to win. Where was your finding a way to win when you was on the floor getting ground and pounded? I thought you were going to do something special in there. Yeah, I've seen Uriah Hall fight from the bottom. I've seen Uriah Hall get a stoppage from the bottom. Where was that? Where was your fighting from the bottom? You didn't have no fight on the bottom. You was getting rode. Yeah, that next chick rode you. Now, I will say that she did better than I expected, but what can you do? You lost. Yeah, oops. Bottom line is for me as well. Like I keep saying, the lesson is don't play roll on the floor. Yeah? No one... You're in the real game. You're in boxing. Roll on the floor. Yeah, ultimate rolling on the floor championship. That's what you get. I was about to criticise the rolling on the floor person who beat her, but that's what the game is. You knew that going in. You knew that's what they do. Yeah? And now, unfortunately, once again, your man the YB was right. Guess what? Clarissa Shields went in there, and all her opponent wanted to do, didn't want to fight, just wanted to roll on the floor some more. I can't respect that, and that's why I was telling you, man. I respect the pub Randy Couture looking ass who beat James Toney. Why? Because he stopped him. This chick didn't even stop her. Come on, man, that's bad. How are you not going to stop a person? I mean, if you're going to roll on the floor, at least make sure you get stoppage. If you don't get the stoppage, what are you doing? Yeah, it's embarrassing. And the way you fought was embarrassing. All they want to do is shoot. I can't respect that, because people say things like YB, it's not all about boxing, it's about mixed martial arts. Well, you've just exposed yourself. You called it mixed martial arts. You didn't call it YB. It's about rolling on the floor. You said mixed martial arts. Well, mixed martial arts means mixed martial arts. It doesn't mean just roll on the floor, because you can't do nothing else, because you're scary. And that's why I'd like to see, I wouldn't mind seeing Clarissa Shields versus Amanda Nunes. Why? Because Amanda Nunes likes to strike. That would be interesting. Maybe Amanda Nunes should come to boxing, but guess what? We know there ain't no money in boxing. And in a way, I think that Clarissa Shields wasted this, to be honest. I think she should have just talked herself into an Amanda Nunes fight. Pure hands. Go in there, knees bent. The reason you got to have your knees bent is so that it's harder to get the takedown. Yeah, get them knees super low, almost touching the floor. Super squat. Yeah, and when they dive in, whip the uppercut. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go in super low. Go in almost in a squat position and just creep forward. And then whip the uppercut. 100%. What we need to do right now is get the YB employed. Clarissa Shields, MMA trainer. No doubt. But Clarissa, you down bad. You got washed. You got ground and pounded. Yeah, you got rode a little. You got rode. Yeah, bottom line, you got rode. Brush yourself off, and like I said, get ready for Savannah soaking wet Marshall to have another go on you. And the thing is, the great thing is, at least now you've got used to losing, because by the time my UK girl, Savannah soaking wet Marshall, gets hold of you, it's going to be another loss. So at least you're getting, you know what I mean? You're getting in the rhythm of losing now. Plenty of L's for you right now, no doubt.